Now, this is something that I have mentioned previously, and you will have seen a video in my playlist, you may have watched the video, that is titled something along the lines of My Delphi Rant, where I'm talking about the biases that we are seeing from so many people discussing the Delphi case. The issue that I'm finding, and I'm seeing so many other people making comments that are the same, is that when you try to find out what's going on in the Delphi case, you really have to dig to find factual information that doesn't have a really strong bias that is therefore leaving out important facts. Now, my number one go-to is Lauren from Hidden True Crime, and I have found that she does do a really good job of reporting factually. There is another creator who has a YouTube channel, and she does do really in-depth recounts of the trial, but she has a very strong bias, and it shows in the way that she reports the trial. So that makes it hard for me, and I've actually not watched her last few recounts because I get a little bit fed up of having someone's bias shoved in my face. So the other day I saw a video that I know I probably shouldn't have watched because I know what this content creator is like. She also covered the Summer Wells case, and she got stuck on one theory that she was going to push no matter what. She was not going to listen to anything from anybody else that may disprove her theory. She was only going to look at things that were going to prove her theory, and she pushed it so hard that I ended up unsubscribing from her, and a lot of people got fed up with her pushing her one single point on the Summer Wells case, that it did a lot of damage to her channel, let's say. Yet she still has quite a large following. And she's been doing a few videos on Delphi. Now, knowing her tendency to adopt a bias, and also having seen her previously make a comment on X where she had basically spat the dummy and said, if Richard Allen is convicted, then, this is all really bad and this is all rigged and he's innocent, yada yada. It was essentially a dummy spit post. I can't remember the wording of it. I just looked at it and went, that is so typical of her forming an opinion, forming a bias before the case has even begun. And then there was a video that she did towards the end of last week, and I looked at the title of the video and I thought, here we go, this is going to be quite a nasty video. And I was right. I went in and she was once again only reporting those bits of information which supported her argument that Richard Allen was innocent. And she was actually laughing and sneering about the parts of the trial that she was discussing, and treating it like it was some sort of entertainment show. So anytime the defence got what she considered to be a win against a witness, she basically was gloating and laughing and making fun of it. And I actually made a comment under her video, which got ignored, of course, where I said, you may perhaps wish to look at a few different sources before reporting on this trial. And that's something that I advise everybody who is wanting to find out what's going on in the Delphi trial. Yes, my number one go-to right now is Lauren from Hidden True Crime, because she does appear unbiased with her reporting. But I also flick through news reports and listen to a number of news reports to see if they line up with what she's saying. I will sometimes go to the other creator that I said I'm not always keen on, because she does have a definite bias towards the defence. She even refers to one of the defence lawyers by his first name but shortened, whereas all the other lawyers, she refers to them as Mr. Such and Such, which of course for me straight away is a little bit of a red flag and says, yeah, you are definitely biased towards the defence. And of course I also go and look at what Barbara McDonald has to say on X, because she's pretty good at reporting quite accurately as well. So I certainly do my due diligence before I put any videos out to make sure that I am doing my best not to report misinformation and to hopefully avoid reporting with bias. So I had made a comment to this creator that I thought that she should actually check out multiple sources before making her videos, because she was reporting with a bias. And then she put out another video yesterday or the day before. And I'm going to show you the screenshot for that particular video, because I didn't watch the video because it made me quite angry to see what she had written. So the title of her video was Delphi Trial Unspent Round Analyst Works Smarter, Not Harder to Frame Richard Allen. So straight up, I thought I'm not going to watch this video, because rather than having a really good look at both sides of the argument, looking at what happened with the prosecution and then what happened with the defence, she's honing in on the questions that were made by the defence, which did create some doubt. I think most people would say that the defence did do a pretty good job of creating doubt, but making an accusation that this person who has 20-something years experience is trying to frame Richard Allen, not only does it show a major bias on her part, but it's also pretty pathetic. So here's the thing. All those people that are reporting with a strong bias, they are hurting people. One of the things that Lauren said in her most recent live stream, which I will play for you in just a moment, is that Becky, who was Libby's grandmother, had approached Lauren in the courthouse and thanked her for her coverage because of it being factual coverage. So I'll play that for you now.
Libby's grandmother, Becky Patty, as I was sitting on that defense side, because I had this reserved seat, she came over to me today and thanked me for my coverage, that she had seen me in court and she was fed my videos in YouTube. And so she watched some of them and she thanked me. And what she thanked me for was bringing the facts. She said, we just need to be factual and share what's going on. in a factual way. And she kept saying facts. And I said, I completely agree with that. And thank you so much. That's why I'm here. I just want to relay without audio and without video. I just want to relay everything I can catch from my perspective that's going on in the courtroom. And I thanked her for that.
So the point there was, we need facts right now. And it is such an important point. Now, before I carry on with that, I'm also going to play another video, which is an interview that was done with Mike and Becky and Kelsey 2 years ago. This was done just after the arrest of Richard Allen. And I just really want people to think about the perspective of the family when they are talking about the Delphi trial, when they are commenting on people's videos, and when they are making a choice of which content creators they are going to support. Because when you see a video titled Delphi Trial, Unspent Round Analyst Works Smarter, Not Harder to Frame Richard Allen, and you choose to go watch that video, you are choosing to perpetuate the biases that are being put out, the misinformation that's being put out. You may have your opinion, but when someone is very forcefully sharing a bias, you're not going to get accurate information from their video. If you have your opinion and you are so biased that you don't want your opinion changed, sure, go to those videos because they will reinforce your opinion for you. And then when things perhaps don't go the way you expect in the trial, then they will also continue to reinforce your opinion about corruption, yada, yada, yada. I've seen how it happens. But so let's listen to this interview with Mike, Becky and Kelsey, and then I'll wrap things up.
A lot of people will have been reading about this, have read about it over the last 5 years, but to you, to all of you, this was more than just someone you're reading about. It was a family member and her friend. So if you could just describe for those out there, I mean, this is the type of pain that hurts.
It hurts. We're real people. It's real lives. Some people forget that they are reading, and it becomes entertainment. It becomes a game to some, and they just forget that it's real people living a real nightmare.
So the important thing here from listening to this is to remember these are real people. This trial is real life for Derek, for Kelsey, for Becky, for Anna, for both families of these girls, for siblings, parents, grandparents. This is real life for them. All they want is for people to be putting out facts, for people to be sharing what is really happening in the trial. And when people are turning this whole case into a circus, sure, they're entertaining themselves. And hey, if you can put out a video that claims that people are trying to frame Richard Allen and get several thousand views on it, well, there you go. You've just spent 15 minutes creating a video for which you are going to get paid maybe a couple of $100. So there is profit to be made from making these claims. So not only are people hurting family members here, but they're profiting from hurting family members. So the takeaway here is that we need more people who are going to do their due diligence find out what's going on in the case, and report just the facts, not their opinions, not the facts that they've cherry-picked to support their opinions, but all the facts, whether or not they support what they believe or not. That is the only way that we are truly going to know what's going on with this trial. And the only way that when a jury reaches a decision, that we are going to know whether or not that was the right decision. So thanks for listening. If you're new to my channel, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. Well, hit the like button regardless of whether or not you're new, of course. Also, please leave a comment below. Now, with regards to the comments, I will just say I've been having a heck of a time with YouTube turning my comments off lately. I do go back in and I turn them back on, but with regards to that, you can help me out by leaving a comment that stops YouTube from turning the comments off. Once I get so many comments up, it seems that YouTube leaves it alone. If you do have a comment to make and you can see comments are turned off, come back a little bit later, because hopefully by then I will have noticed it, because I do check now quite regularly after uploading my videos, and I do turn the comments back on. So if you can see that the comments are turned off and you do want to make a comment, please come back later and hopefully the comments will be turned on and you can leave your comment. Thank you to all those wonderful people who have recently subscribed to my channel. I'm loving seeing the growth that's happening here with my channel. It is encouraging, and I'm loving the encouraging words I'm getting from new subscribers as well. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.